guys? Today's going to be a dental video. I am going to take you guys to work with me as an orthodontic assistant. I do work only 4 days a week. So today I am going into work on a non-patient day, which is really cool and relaxing because I don't have to basically interact with people today. However, I will be stalking, making retainers, basically doing whatever's needed in the office. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel if you're interested in videos like these, as well as marriage, parenthood, and motherhood. My husband and I would do all of three, so make sure you're subscribed. All right, let's get right into this video. Let's go. So we're here at my second home. We do have a total of 7 chairs. And here is the closet where I will be getting all of the items I need to stock all of the drawers. So right now I'm just taking all of the items I would need to stock each drawer into a box so I can avoid coming back to this closet multiple times, taking multiple runs. So here's what our drawers look like. So this drawer is not that bad. It's not much I have to fill, but basically each drawer looks the same at all 7 chairs, and I'm just going to fill in what's needed. I love the setup here in the office. It just makes the day go by really smooth, having all of the items that you need right at your station. Go ahead and comment down below if you're a dental assistant and let me know your setup at your office. I always like learning about other places and how other assistants work. So along with stocking, I am cleaning out the drawers. So right now I'm switching out the bib that's underneath all of the items in the first drawer. Over time, this bib can get really messy because sometimes the products we use leak out into the drawer. So right now I'm just cleaning out the top drawer and switching it out with the new one. I am headed back to the closet to fill this drawer that's removable with colors. This is really simple. Even though I have to come back to the closet to fill the colors, it doesn't take much because this drawer is removable. So right now I'm just making sure this drawer is pretty full with all of the colors that are needed. So now I'm headed to the next chair. Instead of having to head back to the closet, I just have my box full of supplies and I'm over at the next station filling up what's needed and cleaning out the drawer. I will also add an extra product that's low in the drawer. For example, we use a conditioner on the teeth before we get the braces on. If I have one station that's slow on conditioner, I will go ahead and add another conditioner to that station, so the assistant that's working at that chair that day doesn't have to worry about going back to the closet to get another conditioner. I find that it's just more effective if you're low to just go ahead and have it back up right in the drawer. We don't have assigned chairs. We pull patients as they come in, and we just go to any chair that's available. So it's really important that all of the drawers are full. It's not like we have an assigned chair and it's one person's responsibility to make sure that chair is always stocked. So every chair has to look the same, every chair has to be stocked, and it's really nobody's responsibility if a chair is low. We just always pinch in to make sure everything is full. However, on a day like today, I am the only person working on the day we don't see patients, so I do come in and make sure the drawers are stocked and full on a non-patient day. But if it's a regular working day and something is low, all of the ladies usually pitch in to help. Now I'm just filling the other station with the colors. Here we have pearl. We really have to fill this one because most people, get the colors. We do have a small section here in this drawer where we keep coil springs, elastic threads, and gray tubing. So here we are a little low on the open coil spring, so I'm going to go ahead and add a second one. So even though we don't have assigned chairs and we just basically work at any chair that's available, I do have a favorite chair. So as you guys can see behind me, we have a lot of open windows and we have, good lighting in the office. I love working at the window far to my right, where it's right in the middle of the intersection. So I just like seeing traffic come through. We have a fire station right in front of us, so like you can see when the fire truck pulls out and when people are at the stoplight. I like to people watch. People be sitting in their cars, acting a fool sometimes. So that is my favorite chair to work in. So I kind of do work in that chair a lot. One thing I didn't have to add to this box was rubber bands, also known as elastics. We were pretty much stocked up on rubber bands at each station, so that's one thing I did not have to do. If you're not familiar with braces, rubber bands are typically used to help adjust patients' bites. So sometimes they are required to wear rubber bands that hook up to the braces. So here's how the drawers look, all nice and stocked and full. Now I'm going to fill up each container with alginate. Alginate is used to take impressions. Our alginate is pink. I love this alginate. It sets up pretty quickly and I just really like it. It gets really messy filling these containers up, so I am going to make sure I clean up my mess. You know, got to keep things clean. We do keep 2 additional containers of alginate mix in our private treatment rooms, so I am going ahead and making sure those 2 are full as well. As I mentioned before, the alginate's used to mix up and make impressions. Impressions are one of my favorite things to do, even though we do have a lot of patients who hate getting impressions done simply because they do make you gag and it's really uncomfortable. But got to get it done. Back in the closet to grab a pair of gloves. We were low in one of the rooms, so I'm just making sure that is available here. I'm now going to run these dirty instruments that were left behind. I am on the dirty side. As many of you guys may know, in dentistry, in the room where you do instruments, you have a dirty side and a clean side. So as seen here, I am gloved up, really important because this is dirty. Everything on the side is dirty. Now I'm going to unglove and reglove because I am now on the clean side. So these are instruments that have already been ran, so I am just going to make up some trays here. We do have trays that are already pre-made in our practice. It makes things go really smooth throughout the day and just keeps order. These trays that I'm making here are used for adjustments, which are also known as regular visits, where patients just usually get their wires and their colors changed. We do keep trays for each procedure. If you're curious on what trays we keep and what the names of the instruments are that we use, you can go ahead and find that link below this video of orthodontic instruments explained for beginners that I have previously recorded. So we do keep our trays out here in the bay just so we have easy access to them. So now I'm just pulling up a patient's chart to check his photos along with his model because I am making a retainer for this patient. I only had one remake for retainers today. So we do keep models of the patient's teeth just in case, for example, like today, we need to remake their retainer. So here are the models. Right now, I'm just checking for any distortion that may have happened while they were stored. So we did have a small distortion on one of the centrals, which is the teeth right in the front. So right now I'm just fixing that so it matches the patient's teeth. It was just basically a small chip, nothing major. So right now I'm just fixing that. So now I am ready to make the retainers. I am making Essex retainers, which are the clear retainers that look like the Invisalign trays. Here we only make Essex retainers. We do not make any other type of retainers like the metal retainers, which are called the Holly retainers. We have those made for us. So whenever we do have a patient who needs a metal retainer, which are the Holly retainers, we have those sent to a lab outside of the practice. Here's one. So now I just have to pull the model from the retainer material. This is really difficult, but I got it pretty quick this time. And I also was able to save the model. That's really important because sometimes the model does break when pulling it out of the Essex material. And if that would have broken, I would have basically put that in the patient's chart just in case for future references. If they need another remake of a retainer, they would have to come in to get an impression simply because the model broke. Right now I am just cutting around the Essex material so we have a perfect roundly shaped retainer. So here is the upper retainer all done. So now I am going to make the lower retainer. I did not have any type of distortion to the lower model, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started on that. Even though I'm here on a non-patient day, I will see any emergencies that are needed. Sometimes we have patients call in needing a wire clip, a bracket off, a color off, or retainer remakes, which I'm doing now. You guys see I'm struggling with this second one. I really didn't have that much of a hard time with the first one. Just trying to pull the model away from the Essex material. There we go, got it. Once I get majority of the Essex material cut, I do go and use a different type of scissors because we want the retainer to be rounded and comfortable when the patient wears the retainer. So now I'm going to pack up these perfectly made retainers so the patient can pick them up. So now I'm going to fill these bracket card holders, which are card holders for the braces. We do have a couple of these card holders with random braces in there. Some of them are completely empty, so right now I'm just filling them. So we usually keep an entire set of upper and lower braces in this entire card holder. Sometimes we will just keep only upper, or sometimes only the lower, simply because sometimes we have a patient come in who's getting just lower braces or just upper braces, or sometimes they're getting both. So So I have to be really particular when loading these card holders because each brace is different and each brace has a place and basically a purpose. So I have to make sure the right brace is in the right spot. If this is mixed up, it could be really detrimental for the doctor, the patient, as well as the assistant. So I just have to make sure I'm really careful when loading these cards, making sure I have the right bracket in place. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed coming to work with me. Go ahead and comment any questions you have. Comment if you would like to see more or any content you would like to see. Go ahead and make sure you like this video, and I'll see you guys next time.